Do you know how Mitsuri got her green socks? Or how long did Gyomei take to
Let's check
become
this
a
out.
Hashira? Here are 50
51
facts
secrets?
you probably didn't
facts?
know about Demon Slayer.
Okay.
1. Kimetsu no Yaiba is the first serialized manga of Koyoharu Gotouge, whose true identity hasn't been revealed. They have managed to keep it as secret as possible, even after being on the Time 100 Next
Wait, how? That's pretty much
list
what?
in 2021.
That's impossible.
2. Tanjiro was only 13 years old at the beginning of the show. Just imagine being a sweet kid going through puberty
family
that
gets
finds
destroyed.
his whole family dead except for his sister, who is now a demon. Poor Tanjiro.
That's
3. The first kanji of Nezuko's voice actress, Akari Kito, is the same kanji that means demon.
Oh,
Very
wow.
unexpectedly fitting.
Wait,
4.
what?
Though it might seem obvious to some, a lot of people don't realize that there is actually a specific demon slayer for each sense of the body. Besides, of course, Tanjiro, with his super sense of smell.
Yeah.
We have Zenitsu, that can hear you crying
Oh,
in your
right,
bedroom
yeah.
at night when you believe nobody's listening. Inosuke and his extraordinary sense of touch that lets him sense even the falling leaves thanks to the vibrations in the air. Kanao, who learned flower breathing just by watching Kanae while performing it. And Genya, who is able to eat demons to temporarily get their abilities. 5. Kimetsu no Yaiba's environment is actually inspired by the Taisho era, and it is found in the details of the context, the clothing.
Bro, that art style and just like that whole era is so iconic. I love the look of it.
And even the sword fighting techniques are accurate to the era.
Damn.
6. Is this a JoJo reference? Have you ever noticed how in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, breathing techniques are also a very important part of enhancing abilities to fight better against monsters? Just saying. Gotouge said that one of their inspirations while
No, I think that's a stretch, right? Maybe it was an inspiration, I don't know.
creating Kimetsu was JoJo's, among some
Oh,
others.
okay.
So, maybe the idea is not that crazy. 7.
It's
Furo
just a-
Kodaki started wearing his mask because he has a very gentle and kind face. It embarrassed him since demons mocked him for it, so he decided to hide it. 8. Demon Slayer.
That's kind of sad. The demons just laughing at your face. I don't know.
Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train, was a record-breaking movie from the beginning. It was the first movie in Japan's history to earn over 50 billion yen, surpassing Miyazaki's Spirited Away. 9. Kimetsu no Yaiba is not a cheap series to make. Each episode costs around 80,000 USD.
Damn.
10. Did you know that Kaguya and Muzan are from the same family bloodline? Thousands of years ago, Muzan was born in Kaguya's family, which cursed the entire family's bloodline.
Damn.
Every child born in that family would basically die immediately. Kaguya
What the
later
hell?
reveals that their family has received wives from priests to somehow avoid the curse. The kids don't die immediately now, but people in this family don't live past the age of 30. The only way to break the curse is to defeat Muzan. Actually, if you watch closely, you could see that if Kaguya didn't have his scar,
Yeah, they look so similar. Damn, okay, that's interesting.
he would look identical to Muzan. 11. I love the elemental effects that appear when someone displays their technique, but actually that doesn't happen. Gotouge has revealed that these are actually only mental projections that we're able to see because we're sharing the perspective of the character using the technique. They use it to be more in sync with it, and those who can't imagine the element while fighting tend to have more problems with it. 12.
So what, in their like universe, in Demon Slayer universe, you can't actually see the water? Is that what it means? I guess.
Can't imagine the element while fighting tend to have more problems with it.
It's just a
12.
sword. I don't know.
Most of the Hashira are barely over 20. The eldest is Gyomei, who is 27, followed by Tengen, who is 23. Giyu, Obanai, and Sanemi are 21.
Tell me the girl.
Kyojiro died at 20. After him was Mitsuri, with 19 years old. Then Shinobu, with 18. And lastly, Muichiro, that is only 14 years old.
Oh, damn.
13. Genya Shinazugawa is not the only human who eats demons. Kokushibo has said that though it is unknown how common it is for humans to eat demons, Genya is not the only one doing it. 14. Gyomei lost his eyesight thanks to a fever that he got as a child. It got so high that it took away his sight.
Damn.
15.
That's
The
kind of
voice
sad.
actor that dubs Tanjiro for the English version, Zach Aguilar, has also given voice in English to Arthur Pendragon in Seven Deadly Sins, and
Nice.
Kiyoshi Hirose in JoJo's both Golden Wind and Diamond is Unbreakable, among many other characters.
That's cool.
16. The singer of the intro, Lisa, is the same as Fate Zero's. And that is not the only thing that these two shows share. Both
Wait.
have been produced by Ufotable.
That's not the right Lisa though. Hey?
Lisa is the
That's Blackpink Lisa.
same as Fate Zero's. And that is not the only thing that these two shows share. Both have been produced by Ufotable. 17. If you're a good observer, you may have already noticed that Tengen and Inosuke are the only known demon slayers to use 2 Nichirin blades instead of 1.
Yep.
18. Rengoku was actually Mitsuri's mentor. Her love
Nice.
breathing derived from his flame breathing. 19. Muichiro created his own mist breathing technique called obscuring clouds that changes the tempo of their movement to disorient their enemies. 20. Nezuko always, and by always, I mean always, wins on rock, paper, scissors when
What?
playing with her brother
How?
to make decisions together. 21.
How,
When a
dude?
beast breathing user
guess
performs
she's a
their
demon.
techniques, they visualize bright gray slashes with a black outline, but that is not what we see in the anime. 22. Koyoharu Gotouge has stated that in an arm wrestling competition, Gyomei would be the absolute winner by far. That he is
Look at him.
strong, while the weakest would
He's literally a Giga Chad. He's got muscles on muscles.
be Kocho. Poor guy. 23. I've found out that Obanai's voice actor is married to Tamayo's voice actress.
Oh,
Please, God, don't let any fanfiction writers get
Oh,
any
man.
weird ideas. 24.
yeah, that would be bad.
Speaking of Obanai, did you know that he makes a cameo with Mitsuri in Tonikaku Kawaii's manga? 25. Gyomei is the only known Hashira that doesn't use a Nichirin sword. 26. Nezuko's hair now stays loose because Tanjiro can't do her hair, but he is seen braiding it in chapter 105 of the manga, since Nezuko gets really happy when she has her hair braided like
Aw.
Mitsuri's. 27. It is said that Mitsuri's hair color is pink thanks to eating too much sakura mochi. 28. There are actually 2 versions of Tanjiro's earrings, since in many countries they were perceived as insensitive
yeah.
for their resemblance to the rising sun used in Japan in World War II. So in some versions of the anime, Tanjiro's earrings have 4 horizontal stripes instead. 29. Tanjiro's phrase at the beginning of the anime, "Whenever happiness is destroyed, there is always the scent of blood," is a little more explained in the second fan book. It gives a little bit more context. He was the one who found out about both his father and grandmother's death
Oh.
thanks to the scent of their blood.
True.
30. Muzan had 5 wives throughout the Heian period, and all of them ended up committing suicide thanks to his verbal abuse and manipulation.
Bro.
Such a gentleman, a role model,
Jesus.
the dream husband. 31. Inosuke's crow stays hidden because he's tried to eat him 18 times. 32. Sanemi's blood
Wait, how
is
did I not
extreme-
notice that Notsuke's tried to eat the girl? It must be so like done with Notsuke, you know?
18 times. 32.
hungry.
Sanemi's blood is extremely rare, which makes it both very intoxicating and mouth-watering to demons.
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
able to disrupt the demon's senses and movement speed. 33.
I'm actually surprised that she didn't bite him there, because it was such a like moment where he like he literally stabbed her, you know? Jeez, man.
Able to disrupt the demon's senses and
I kind of wanted
movement
her to
speed.
eat him, but
33. Tengen's retirement seems to be because of his injuries during his fight with Gyutaro, but it is said he did it to respect Hinatsuru's wish of being able to live as ordinary people after he defeated an upper-rank demon. 34. Mitsuri's green striped socks are actually a gift that Obanai gave her in the manga.
Nice.
He gave them to her because she was embarrassed about her new uniform, as stated in the first fanbook. 35.
Okay.
Shinobu is very good with medicines, like her parents, who worked in compounding medicine. 36. Giyu Tomioka is one of the only 2 characters to have their own spin-off. Giyu's spin-off is called Giyu Tomioka's Story, and is about an encounter he had sometime after he meets Tanjiro and Nezuko. 37. Gyomei knows how to play shakuhachi, basically a very old flute. Once he played it so much, his grandmother hit him with a broom. 38. Muzan has manipulated his anatomy to make himself able to have 7 hearts and 5 brains, which explains why he's so annoying.
Oh damn, okay. I mean, we know that he can turn into like a female, right, version. But I didn't know that. Bro, 10 pieces.
To make himself able to have 7 hearts and 5 brains, which explains why he's so annoying. I mean, so difficult to kill. He is even capable of splitting himself into thousands of pieces to escape from a situation, as shown in the manga. 39. Akaza is the only Kizuki that fights barehanded. He excelled at fighting unarmed even when he was a human kid. Becoming a demon enhanced his abilities and made his punches and kicks extremely lethal, being able to even shatter the ground. Though. 40. Kagaya was basically a toddler when he became the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps.
Huh?
Can you believe he was only 4 years old?
Bro, how does that work? He can't even like process the things.
Imagine leading an entire troop at that age. I could barely run when I was 4. He took the lead at such a young age because his father committed suicide and the rest of his siblings also died. 41.
Damn.
Shinobu has a goldfish pet named Fugu, which means blowfish. Look, I don't know either. 42. Muichiro and Gyomei are the only ones that only 2 months after picking up a sword were able to become Hashiras. This usually takes around 5 years, since it's the average time to get enough knowledge and abilities to kill 50 demons or defeat one of the 12 Kizuki. 43. Kanao is the only explicitly known Tsuguko in the series. She is Shinobu's Tsuguko. 44. Giyu's Haori is split that way, since he uses it in honor of his sister and Sabito. 45. Muzan is the only villain to appear on the manga's cover. 46. Genya is the only demon slayer named that can't use any of the breathing techniques. To compensate, Gyomei taught him something called repetitive action that can achieve the effects of total concentration breathing. 47. Inosuke's boar head mask is actually the head of the boar that adopted him once his human mother dropped him off a cliff.
Wait, did he kill him?
48. There's a female version of Tanjiro in the manga's omake named Tanko. What a pretty girl Tanjiro made.
What is this?
49. Gotouge started working with Tatsuhiko Katayama to create a serialized manga, Haeniwa no Zigzag. But when proposed, it wasn't chosen to be serialized. That's when they decided to take Gotouge's first one-shot, Kagarigaris, as the base to create Kimetsu no Yaiba, since it was also about demon hunters. And, well, I think you can guess what happened after that. 50. The ore used to forge Nichirin swords is likely based on a legendary Japanese myth metal that shines in a manner that resembles the flames of the sun.
Oh, that's actually cool. That's like...
Thanks for watching. Which fact surprised you the most?